a series that I am going to be putting on YouTube, and it's going to be an ongoing series, and I'm gonna call it the Chronicles of an Ex-Cotton Picker. How you like that? Now you say, well, what are you talking about, boy? But that's right, because I am an ex-cotton picker, and uh, I went to the fields with my great grandfather, and I cherish those days now. I really did. Not for the fact of the cotton picking, but just being around him. Some kind of guy, man. I wish he didn't have a hearing problem. My granddad, my great granddad. I didn't know my granddad, so I think he was mixed up with the Amorites, and I'll leave it at that. The Hittites and all that, you know. I wouldn't know him from Adam, but my great granddaddy, man, he was something else. Tough old man. I remember we used to ride around in with a mule and wagon in Tennessee, in a town that was famous for a couple of pitches, believe it or not. A couple of pitches originated in that area, Gibson County and Crockett County, and what else? What the other county? I forgot. All I know is Gibson and Crockett. But what, Mowlin and Jackson and Trenton, Brownsville, Dyersburg. I think it was in that vicinity. Um, but my granddaddy, I think, was born in Ripley, Tennessee, and that was in the neighborhood of Union City, Tennessee, and what else? Boy, where Isaac Hayes came from, because I think my mother was hooked up with the Hayeses through my grandmother, which I didn't know too much about my grandmother. I would have liked to really find out more about her, but she was not really, into being telling us anything about our roots. And but man, I love my upbringing. Had Papa Charlie had a son named Uncle Fred. Uncle Fred was a snap, and I think I followed in his footsteps a little bit further down in my life, a little further along, because he used to love the sauce. Because he would come in toe up or toe down, and I can imagine, man, every night trying to maneuver to come across that little plank that's that covers it's a plank, a couple of planks they used to put across, and we had to walk that plank, because it was over a ditch. I even remember, man, when there was no lights at all in that town, none. You could come there, but the train was running, and you would get off at the train, and yeah, you would get off at the train stop, and the cab would take you. Yeah, well, the cabs was running, and the trains was running, but no lights. And the train That's funny, man. That's funny. In fact, maybe at that time when there's no lights, maybe, but I'm trying to see how Papa Charlie was able to come up there at no lights. I mean, no lights, man. No lights. When you come off the train, the only lights you seen, basically, was the ones hooked up with the train tracks in the train station. But once you left that train station, and once you left the train station, you didn't see any more lights. You would come up the streets dark. I mean, wow, how? But did the mule have radar? What? I don't know, man. I'm trying to see how this cat could. Oh man, my Papa Charlie was something else. He could ride that mule in the dark because it was dark. It was pitch black. Only time you seen lights, man, is when you're up close to somebody's house and you had the coal oil lamps on. I'm not joking. This is no joke. This was in the 50s. Oh, oh my goodness. But I remember those times. I remember those times. You know, I remember them. And just like you like the times now, because we modern, man. You know, and I'm not going to put too much thing on this. I'm going to maybe do a couple of things. Yeah, this is called the Chronicles. Chronicles of an ex cotton picker. That's what it is. That's what it's all about.